Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, we got another insane, ridiculous show for you guys here. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. So, as you guys know, Lebron made some waves when his agent, Rich Paul, went out there and said that he understands that the Lakers are trying to build for the future, but also LeBron wants to compete for championships. Something that floored the entire NBA community because we're like, wait a minute, bro. You just picked up the remaining $52 million on the table. What are you talking about? If you wanted to build this championship team, you could have taken less. All right. So it created that and then created one story after the other. Does LeBron want to be with the Lakers? Does he want to move? Just yesterday, Nick Wright is talking about, oh, the Knicks need to trade Karl Anthony Towns, but just insane stuff, right? So apparently, after the Lakers drafted DeAndre Ayton, whatever his bloody name is, they signed him, and he was speaking to the media, and they said, "Oh, well, who have you spoken to?" And he goes, "Oh, well, I've heard from Luka Doncic. Luka sent me a welcome text. Yeah, what about LeBron?" He's like, "Oh, well, haven't heard from him yet, but you know, with the way things happen in the holidays, people are moving around and blah, 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 blah," right? So they present this topic item on Nick Wright's show, What's Right with Nick Wright. And the only thing I'm going to give him credit to Nick Wright is that he's doing that show with his son. That's a major move. Like that right there, I'm gonna give it to Nick Wright. You're doing your show with your family. You're like, that's a boss move. But anyway, so they're on there talking about this. And essentially, they're asking the question, what does this mean for LeBron? And the thumbnail of the show shows LeBron pissed, and it says, "Is LeBron James sending Lakers a warning with reaction to DeAndre Ayton signing?" So I didn't click on the show to hear what Nick was talking about. And essentially what Nick Wright is saying is that LeBron James is unhappy with the Lakers for their offseason moves. And he gave it like a real possibility. That's one of the reasons, because the personnel that they've been able to get, one, hasn't been good enough, and there hasn't been enough activity this offseason. And essentially he's saying that LeBron is unhappy. But before we get into what Nick had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is we want to play exactly what Nick Wright had to say about what he feels, LeBron feels towards the Lakers. And then want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what Nick Wright had to say here.
So Ayton is getting settled in LA, getting all comfy and all that. Luka sent him a welcome message. Welcome to LA, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Excited to play with you next year. LeBron James has not said anything to him, though. Is there something to read into here?
It's not nothing.
Yeah.
So this DeAndre did this interview 2 days ago, I think. Whatever it was, the interview that he did, we played a piece of on the TV show yesterday. And we did not play this piece because it was a radio interview in LA, and I didn't know that this was said. So credit to whomever clipped this and posted it, because I hadn't listened to the full 15-minute or whatever radio interview it was. And so I had only seen kind of what had made mainstream, so to speak. But I saw this and I was like, oh, well, that's something. So, and the reason it's something is because it is either, how do I phrase this properly?
LeBron's not going to be there?
Well,
Doesn't need to talk to him?
It's not, that is by no means like, oh, lock it in because of this. But it certainly added a little more fuel to the idea that LeBron James might not be a Laker next year. So it famously, or I don't know if it's famous, but at least to me it is. LeBron, when he announced he was going back to Cleveland, and he did it with Lee Jenkins in an SI article, he listed all the guys he was excited to be playing with the Cavs. And he had not listed number 1 overall pick from a week prior, Andrew Wiggins. And one way to read that was the article was written before the draft, or that he was only thinking about or including the active veterans. And another way to look at it was LeBron expected that they would be trading Wiggins as part of getting a veteran win now guy. And that is and so he did not want to include Andrew Wiggins when he did not think he was ever going to be playing with Andrew Wiggins, which is exactly what they did. So before I give my opinion on what I think this actually is, let's lay out all of the available options for this. So I would put LeBron expects to be a Laker, but wants to keep the screws on the Lakers to continue to make moves as the reason for him not reaching out. I would put that at 65%. I think that is the biggest percentage here. I would put LeBron didn't reach out because he does not think he's going to be a Laker next year at 20%. I think there is a 1 in 5 shot right now that LeBron thinks, yeah, I'm not going to be on the team. Now that's not huge, but it's not nothing.
Excellent. So you heard what Nick Wright had to say in terms of what he thinks is really going on in the background with LeBron James and these guys. What are my thoughts about this? What exactly did LeBron expect the Lakers to do? What exactly did they, and thank you, somebody corrected me. I've been quoting this wrong number. I've been saying 80 million. It's really 70 million between LeBron and Rui Hachimura's salaries, because LeBron is earning $52 million this year, while Rui is earning $18.2 million or thereabout this season. So I've been saying that number wrong all the time. I don't know why. But anyway, the Lakers have 4 players that are coming off their books this season. Their salaries make up about $90 million in cap space. That's LeBron, Rui, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber. These are all expiring contracts. Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes. I think he just got extended for 1 year. That's an expiring contract, right? So the Lakers have guaranteed what I'm looking for here. I'm seeing $380 million. That's what they're paying out on these contracts. Now, it's not saying specifically what they're paying, in terms of salaries this year. I can't find a total amount. But the Lakers are paying a lot of money. And the Lakers want to free up their books to be able to make some moves next offseason. You heard that Nikola Jokic is not looking to extend with the Denver Nuggets. That's another possibility. There may be some other pieces out there that the Lakers could potentially go after. So LeBron being unhappy with the Lakers, I'm like, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? You've been with the team. This would be your 8th year, and they've given you everything that you wanted. They've gotten player after player after player after player. We're not even going to go through the litany of players that the Lakers have brought in during LeBron's tenure with the Lakers. And now somehow, some way, you find yourself still being upset with the organization. I think that the Lakers at this point don't care if LeBron is happy or unhappy with him. They're moving on. Luka Doncic indicates that. They went out to get DeAndre Ayton specifically for Luka. They don't care if LeBron likes him or not. He's not part of their future plans. And in the past, they've been able to successfully hold organizations hostage. But now they're not able to. And as you guys understand, the Lakers do have new management coming in the door. Right? And they're just not going to be spending money any kind of way. Right? They're just not going to be. So as things currently stand, LeBron, this will be his last year with the Lakers. They had not offered him a contract extension. And I'll be stunned if they do. Why would they do that? Why would you offer a 41, 42-year-old a contract extension? Right? So he's unhappy, but the Lakers are like, bro, we did our best. You're able to win one championship for us, and it's time to call it a career. Unless you want to go play somewhere else. And if you wanted to, you can do that at the end of the season and go sign with any other team. All right? If you feel like you need to get somewhere right now, we can buy out your contract. You'll get your full $52.6 million, and you can go sign with another team freely. No issues. Right? But the Lakers have done their part. So LeBron being upset with them is irrelevant. What do you think they're going to hold? They're going to stay with you until the end of time? No, you're not like Kobe Bryant, who had tenure with them. Kobe was with them for 20 years. Helped deliver 5 chips to that organization. It's a totally different thing. So no. And I think the Lakers are doing the right thing, but he believes that LeBron is unhappy. Tough cookies.